Welcome back, baseball fans. Summer 69-72 carryover league. Tonight we're in the American League East. A series between the defending world champion Baltimore Orioles and the expansion Toronto Blue Jays. Of course, did not even exist in this era. So you're thinking the Orioles should be drubbing these cats in the Battle of Birds. But that's not the case at all. We're in Toronto for the second time. Series open in Toronto. And it's Game 6 because the Orioles have really struggled. Toronto has 2 wins in this series. And that's really putting a damper on the Orioles' pursuit of the Red Sox and Yankees. Let's take a look at the overall standings, as you'll see, in the American League East. So the Yankees just had a red-hot start. Boston's playing great baseball. And the Orioles are playing okay baseball, but it's the wrong year to be playing okay baseball, even though you won the World Series last year, which is what the Orioles did. And it's the 69, 70, 71. The Orioles went to 3 World Series in 4 years. They just got to play better baseball, period. They're winning a little bit, 12-9. It's not too bad. 571 ball, but not winning enough. And you're letting these loser teams like Toronto hang around. So in Game 6 from Toronto, the Orioles will trot out Jim Palmer for the Orioles, and the Blue Jays will send out a very, very good Paul Splittorff, a guy signed away from the Kansas City Royals. The Royals certainly miss him. Let's get started. North of the border, Bobby GRICH leads off for the Orioles. 36 is a walk. B Steeler, but Milt May's got a great throwing arm this year. So the Orioles like to just... Earl Weaver just likes to put the guys on base and go for that 3-run homer. Don Buford, 34, short B. New runner at first to be held on. Who's the B Steeler, replacing GRICH. Frank Robinson, 2-6, single to right. Now, Buford, yes. Can he go first to third? Absolutely. Will he? He will try, and he makes it. Runners on the corners for Boog Powell. 3-12, Boog Powell. That is a Lomax. Nice job there, Boog. Just when I was saying how badly the Orioles are disappointing this year. Lines into a double play in the first inning. Rod Gasper leads off for Toronto. A base hit in the left field. He is going to try a steal off the -2 arm of Etchebarren, and no chance. Mostly because the Blue Jays, I don't believe, have a stolen base yet this year, so they want to keep trying if they can get one. They like to get a stolen base. Gasper is a B, and everybody else is a D or an E, it looks like, so there's that. Dick Schofield, 1-7's a K. Carl Taylor, 1-9's a single. And Terry Crowley, future Oriole, grounds the first. Crowley played for the Orioles in 1970. He also played for the Cincinnati Reds in the 70s, returning to the Orioles for a second round. All right, top of 2, Paul Blair, 67, flies a left. Brooks Robinson, 69, pops the first. Andy Etchebarren, 36 is a K. No time for this. No time. Orioles, no time for this. You got to get something going. Milt May, 56, bounces to short. GRICH is a 3E26, makes the play. Rick Joseph, 66, double 1 to 10 is a double. Mike Lum, 1-4, bounce to second. Runner third, 2 outs for Darrell Cheney. This guy's center field. We go to the third. It's Danny Walnuts, batting 8th for the O's. 39 is a K. Davey Johnson, 1-6, flies a left. Bobby GRICH, 37 is a walk again, and with 2 outs. Buford, 1-9. That is a base hit because you had to hold GRICH. You got runners in the corners for Frank Robinson, 2-time All-Star, and he walks. The bases are loaded for the 1970 American League Most Valuable Player, Boog Powell. Let's take a look at his card as a predictor of good things to come. Boog Powell, here's the pitch with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the third inning. 45 off Splittorff, he lines the third. He's stranded 5 runners, 2 plate appearances. Monzon, 36 is a walk. Gasper, 48, lines a second. Dick Schofield, 2-7 is a K. Carl Taylor, 38 is a K. We'll take it to the 4th inning now. Paul L.D. Blair, 38 is a single for the Ace Stealer. Thinking about stealing, thinking about hitting and running, but no, they'll just hit away. Brooks Robinson will hit away here. 1-7 for Brooksy is a base hit in the right field. The Blazing Blair. Now, what's Lum's arm? He's got a -2 arm. No thanks. We'll just go station to station. It's no big deal. 1st and 2nd. You should be able to just manufacture like crooked number innings every once in a while if you win the World Series and all that and go to 3 of them in 4 years. So they're going to just let them go 1st and 2nd with nobody out for Andy Etchebarren. 55 off the Splittorff card. That's a big hit. That's a double to center field. Brooksy will hold a 3rd. The Orioles grab the early lead. 2nd and 3rd for Danny Walnuts. 46, single 1-19. Off the Splittorff card, 1-19. No. It's not good enough. Sorry. Got to roll 1-19. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know the rest. Couldn't do it. And the guys stay at 2nd and 3rd for Davy Johnson. 2-7 is a grounder to the 3rd. That ain't going to score a run either. And with 2 outs, Bobby Grich. 2-6. Let's take a look at Bobby Grich, the rookie. He sparks the Orioles here with a nice 2-out single. Very good 1972 campaign for Bobby. A 2-out, 2-run single, and suddenly it's 3-0 O's. Don Buford, 62, 1st. All right, Palmer presented with a 3-0 lead. Terry Crowley, 310 K. Milt May, 3-6. Let's take a look at Milt May's card, 3-6. Look at it against lefties, too. Lefties and righties on 3-6. He goes yard. 3-6 is Homer 1-16. Forget about it. It's 3-1. Palmer loses the shutout. May had 6 homers and 126 at-bats in 1971. Rick Joseph, 48, center. Mike Lum, 67. Single 1-9. A single and an 8. And with 2 outs is Darrell Chaney, 54. Center X, but Blair's a 1-6 in center field, and he makes the play. 3-1 in the 5th. Frank Robinson, 64 off Splittorff catcher's card. He's a 2-6. Makes the play. Hey, your Boog Pal, 69, pops the 1st. And Paul Blair, 46, single 1-19. Oh, we got it that time. Base hit. You want to steal with 2 outs? No. Let Brooksy get away here. 38, Brooksy, grounds it short. Bottom of 5. Dan Monson, 35 is a walk. Rod Gasper, 310 is a 4-6-3 double play. And with 2 outs, Stick Schofield bounces the 3rd. 3-1-0s in the 6th. Andy Etchebarren, 54 off the Splittorff card. Triple 1-9 double, a 3-base hit for the catcher. He lumbers into 3rd base. He had 0 triples that year, so he's going to take some deep breaths there. Danny Walton, 3-1 game, nobody out. I'll play back for Walton. 49, 2nd X. Well, they should have played it up. 3 at 2nd base. 3-17 makes the play. The run scores. It's 4-1. Davy Johnson, 412, flies to right. Would have been a sac fly. And with 2 outs, Bobby Grich. 2-7 is a K. Let's pause a moment for station identification.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
All right, bottom of 6 for Palmer. 4-1 game. Carl Taylor, 37's a walk. Crowley, 5-10 is a walk off Palmer's card. Tying run, Milt May, 1-7 is a K. Rick Joseph, 410. 3rd X, this is Brooks Robinson, 1-18 at 3rd base. And that is your double play. All right, we go to the 7th inning, 4-1. Splittorff will go another one. Buford, 39, is a walk. Frank Robinson, 312 is another walk. And Splittorff, well, he's left-handed, so he'll pitch to Boog Pal. Boog Pal, 54, 1 batter too many, is a single to center field. Buford will not. Oh, he's got to challenge Gasper. It's a 14, -2. 1 to 14, and he gets thrown out at the plate. Great break for the Blue Jays. So you have runners at first and second, 1 out. But Splittorff broke there. He leaves after 6 innings. Chuck Hartenstein will come on in the 7th. Here's old Chuck Hartenstein. Will come on in the 7th with runners at first and second and 1 out to face Paul Blair. Paul Blair, 57, is a pop to first. And with 2 outs, Brooks Robinson, 35, skies the center. 4-1, stretch time here in Toronto. We are listening to Canada's very own Guess Who from 69, the Canned Wheat LP. No time like any time. Laughing, undone, you get the idea. All right, bottom of 7th. And it'll be Mike Lum, down by 3. 63, off Palmer. It's a grounder to short. He's a 326, and he boots the ball. An error. Darrell Cheney, 310, flies to right. Dan Monzon, 110. It's a single dot. Runners on the corners. You got to bring it up for Gasper. 67 off Palmer is single 1 to 9. It's a single. And here come those Blue Jays. First and second with 1 out. Schofield. A 4-2 game. 43, first X. Boog Powell. We got an error off of GRICH. Boog Powell is a 2E12 at first base. Ground ball B. Runners on the corners with 2 outs for Carl Taylor. 3-12 is a Lomax, and the inning ends. 4-2. And it'll be Hartenstein will continue. Echebarren. 2-7 single. Danny Walnuts, 35's a walk. Davy Johnson, 311 is a 5-4-3 double play. It is like a chore for the Orioles to score runs. I don't think they've scored more than 5 runs in a game all year. They have a runner at third with 2 outs for Bobby Grich. And against the righty, 110 is single 1 to 7, and he lines out. My goodness. All right, Palmer's going to leave after 7. And we're going to get Steve Barber in here in the 8th inning. Barber's actually pretty good, particularly against lefties. So, batting for Crowley will be Frank Fernandez. Frank Fernandez leading off the 8th for Toronto. 55, bounces to second. This is Davy Johnson, who's a 2E8. And no, 2E8, that's not good. You can't. No, it's base hit. There's too many screw-ups for this Oriole team. It's kind of embarrassing, really. Milt May, your tie run. Remember I said he could hit homers against lefties? Milt May, 211, pops to second. Rick Joseph. 1-8 for Rick Joseph is a 5-4-3 double play. Tough break for Toronto there. All right, 9th inning. They're going to turn it over to Joe Grisenda. If there was one player for Toronto that I think would go to the All-Star game, I would nominate this guy, their closer. Because he's converted 6 saves and 9 victories this year. So that's pretty good. And you usually see All-Star closers are from lousy teams because it's usually the only position that statistically can do good. So, in the 9th, we've seen Ken Sanders on a lousy Milwaukee team, Ken Tatum on a lousy California Angel team, Lou Marone on a lousy Seattle Mariner team. You get the idea. So I think it might be Grisenda's turn here. And it'll be Buford leading off in the 9th for the Orioles, trying to get some insurance. 56 is a fly ball to left. Frank Robinson, 47 is a K. And hey, your Boog Pal, 1-8 is a K. Well, that's it. 4 runs is all the Orioles can get in a game. 4-2 in the 9th inning. Barber goes back out there as a lefty who gets lefties out. Mike Lum can't hit lefties, so batting for him will be Yvonne Morel. Let's take a look at Yvonne. And with that, the Orioles will go with Ron Taylor in the 9th. Ron Taylor actually closed out games for the Mets in '69. And the Orioles were able to get him in the draft, as the Mets had filled all their spots in their pitching staff. So here it is, Ivan Morel leading off the ninth. 1-7 against the righty. Homer 1-5, fly ball to left, and he flies to left field. Tough break for Toronto. Darrell Chaney, 47 is a K. And with 2 outs, it's Dan Monzon. 69 is a single. So with 2 outs, it's Rod Gasper. Rod Gasper, 2-2, fouls the catcher. It is over in Toronto. A very unimpressive victory for the Orioles. They won 4-2 in this series, but meh. A lot of meh here. 7, 8, 9. We have to look a little bit closer into the box score and the stats to see what's really going on with this Oriole team. Grisenda in the 9th inning struck out a couple. 2 good innings for Chuck Hartenstein. And actually, it was 6 1/3 for Splittorff because the guy got thrown out on the bases. There you go. So Hartenstein, you up a hit and a walk. Tough loss for Splittorff there. 9 hits and 4 runs that were all earned. He walks 5 men and strikes out 3. So Steve Barber, actually, no, it's Ron Taylor gets a save. Hit and a K. Steve Barber a hit, double play ball. Palmer gets a win, though it was pretty sloppy in the 7th inning. Gives up 7 hits and 2 runs. Only 1 was earned, though. 4 walks and 5 strikeouts. Pretty good line for Palmer. As the Orioles, they have a certain level expectation. So 1019, 0109, 41029, 6546, 4665. Not much celebrating in the Orioles clubhouse. Very methodical victory, but they've got some ground to cover still. And shed no tears for the Toronto Blue Jays. They've been a real nuisance all year long. And that was kind of the point. These expansion teams and these fictional teams you've never heard of that I've made up, what's the point of them being so terrible that they cannot compete? And that's all we're really looking for, is competition. Can you compete? This Blue Jay team has some good pitching. They have some high batting averages in certain spots. They have some nice on-base percentage in other spots. They have at least average defense, above average in a couple spots, but still plenty of holes all over the place. And those Blue Jays are now 9-13. They're hitting .267 with a 4.55 ERA. Their ace is Doyle Alexander. He's 2-3, but he's given up just 13 runs in 45 innings this year. That's pretty good. And for the Orioles, they're 13-9. But they're hitting .235. World champion baseball team hitting .235. None of their players hit .235 on any of their Strat-O-Matic cards. They're all well above that. So it's just an incredibly bad hitting performance through 22 games. The ERA is 3.26, which is very good. But again, it's the Orioles. And none of their pitchers, all their ERAs are below 3. So you're expecting more. Always expecting more when you win a World Series. And I don't know who the best hitter is in the first half. Maybe Paul Blair. He's got 26 hits. I don't know. Frank Robinson has been in the All-Star game the last 2 years. This year, no, he's not going. He's only 20 for 85. That's below 250. Not going back to the All-Star game this year. So, year to date for the league, we've played 356 games. We are hitting .261 with a 3.95 ERA. And now with one more series before the All-Star game, in the American League East, the Orioles, they're 13-9. So they picked up some ground. That's a good enough record if they were in this division or in this one. But in the East, they got to the Orioles will play the Yankees. They're 2.5 games behind them. They need to win this series. If they were able to beat the Yankees 4-1 or sweep them, they could leapfrog and get into first place, could the Orioles, but then you have to worry about the Red Sox playing Toronto, and if the Red Sox, same situation, they're only in a 1.5 games back. So yeah, the Yankees, Red Sox, and Orioles, somebody's going to be very disappointed this year as the postseason gets into play after the All-Star break. All right, thanks for checking out the video. We'll see you next time.